Welcome to Paricharcha. I am Saloni Singh, student of M.A. second year, Department of Political Science, Vasanta College for Women, B.H.U. And today we are diving into India's proposed nuclear doctrine, which was introduced in 1999. We are going to discuss about this from the perspective of the article which was published in World Focus Journal by Matin Zuberi. So, the proposed nuclear doctrine was released by the National Security Advisor Rajesh Mishra on 17th August 1999. And this doctrine basically laid out India's basic thinking on nuclear weapons, how we are going to plan to build them, how we are going to use them efficiently and manage them. So this was meant to open up public discussion over it and not to actually reveal the secret strategies, definitely. So let's understand what this doctrine says and why is it important. Credible minimum deterrence is one of the key features, which means that we don't need hundreds of bombs, but just enough to make the enemies think twice. So India aims to maintain a strong second strike ability, which means that even if we're hit first, you must have the power to hit back harder. This needs smart planning, like proper intelligence is required, early warning systems is required, and prepared forces. And nuclear triad is a very key feature to it. This means that we have three ways to launch the nuclear weapons, either land, air, or sea. The sea-based part is very important because submarines are hard to detect, so they can survive and strike back. This makes our deterrence stronger and more credible. Uh, India's doctrine clearly says that we'll not be the first to use the nuclear weapons. So this is called no first use policy. And it's not just words, our entire system is being built to reflect this. And to do that, we need strong command system that can survive a nuclear strike and still respond to it. Unlike some other countries, India links its doctrine to the global nuclear disarmament, and we support ideas like banning first use worldwide and giving security guarantees to the countries without nukes. India believes that nuclear weapons are a huge threat to humanity, and getting rid of them should remain a global goal. Let's look at the global scene. Even today, around 30,000 nuclear weapons exist, and mostly with the big powers. So the US spends billions just to maintain its nuclear arsenal. Though treaties reduce deployed weapons, stockpiles are still huge. So India's modest approach stands out against this background. India's doctrine says nukes are not for fighting wars, just for deterring them. So, unlike the US and USSR during the Cold War, who prepared for actual nuclear battles, India's focus is on punishment and not victory. We aim for a safer, small, but credible deterrent, not an arms race. During the Cold War, the US and Soviet Union built giant systems, satellites, radars, bunkers to control their nukes. These systems were so tightly connected that experts said that they could act automatically in a crisis. So India doesn't want that. We aim for a more controlled and less risk. In India, the final decision to launch nuclear weapons lies with the Prime Minister or a designated civilian leader. Our system ensures the civilian control. It also ensures the military but keeps checks in place. This design supports our no first use policy and reduces the chances of accidental launches. So India tested mostly fission bombs and only one thermonuclear devices in 1998. Experts like P.K. Iyengar says that the device didn't work fully, and for a truly reliable arsenal, more tests may be needed to check safety, design, and performance. But global treaties like the CTBT complicate this. So scientists like Dr. Iyengar and Dr. Arunchalam argue we need more tests to develop effective deterrence. There are big questions of how many nukes are enough. Should we develop smaller tactical nukes? Can we rely on the computer simulations alone? So these debates will shape India's nuclear future. And to wrap up, India's nuclear doctrine is unique. It promises restraint, but also readiness. It aims for global disarmament, but prepares for real threats. It avoids war fighting, yet ensures the credible retaliation. And as the world debates nuclear arms, India walks a careful middle path, firm but responsible. So thank you for being a patient listener. I hope you understood the proposed nuclear doctrine and sorry for the sore throat. Do subscribe to Paricharcha and keep learning. Thank you very much.